Australia. Australia. Now, hello, it's me, by the way. You guys know me. I don't do these kind of blog post things. Mostly, well, you know why. Nobody cares what I think or about my pathetic life. There's not a lot of reason to talk about things that I do or enjoy or care about because those things are rather meaningless. Typically, it's just a fine piece of chicken. But today, gentlemen and ladies, something's different. Today, for the first time in my life, I'm doing something monumental. A dream that I have had since I was a child. It's very strange to say that you've completed a childhood dream because most of our lives change. We go in different directions. Most of us wanted to be astronauts or something, and then we gave up on that because space is dangerous and that's where horrible aliens live. But not my dream. Ever since I was a child, I had one life goal. My bucket list had one entry before I kicked it, and that was to go to Australia. Now, I know you might be thinking that's a very stupid life bucket goal. It's freaking Australia. But it's different for me. Australia has shaped my entire life in some way. And when I was just a kid, I had a speech impediment. I couldn't say my R's or L's. This is back in like elementary school, and I had trouble, of course, talking and making friends. In fact, one time I asked a girl out to prom, and I said, the little dance at elementary school, and I said, will you be my girlfriend? And she just said, what? It was her not even understanding what I said hurt me more than just a no. However, one of the more dumb kids in the class, he came up and asked me if I was from Australia, trying to understand where that speech impediment came from. And me, being a little shit, said, yeah, sure. If it gets me out of being a weirdo, absolutely I'm from Australia. Then continued just years of lies and deceit. But at the same time, I felt a connection to Australia. You see, Australia saved me from the darkness of being a weirdo that needed to learn how to talk. And Australia, it gave me an identity. So I started to research it. At the time, I loved dinosaurs, I loved animals, and there was nothing better at the time than animals and dinosaurs from Australia. So as a child, I became fascinated with it, and that fascination grew and culminated into many different Australia-themed loves, and eventually, the Pokemon Snap contest. As a Pokemon lover, love Pokemon Snap. When in the grand prize was a Outback trip to Australia. You probably have all heard this story before, but I loved Pokemon. I loved Australia at the time, so I went off and I got the best picture I could. I sent it in the Blockbuster. I won the contest for the free trip to Australia, Outbacky, to go and live my adventurous life. And, well, I'll skip the details, but despite winning a tie for first place, I was robbed of the trip to go to Australia. And that cut me deep. So deep, in fact, a mild mental issue happened where I was obsessed with Australia for the rest of my life. So much so that I applied to work immediately the day that I got out of high school and was on the way to college to the Outback Steakhouse. And it was there that I worked through college and several years after for 8 years of my life, dedicating myself, studying Australian culture, learning their ways and their dope-ass language, and knowing their great monuments off of how our steaks and blooming onions were made. My entire life has been Australia, and I have always said that one day I would go. It's finally happening. It is currently 8 a.m., and at 1 o'clock, I begin my journey to Australia for the first and probably last time. and I cannot contain my excitement. I'm so excited I thought I would actually do a blog post and share it with you. This has been coming for so long for me, and I cannot wait to get out there. And the best part is that I'm not only going out there for myself, but it's combined with the Dota event. I'm going to this Invictus event. There's going to be Australian teams and Australian fans and Australian people. Oh! Did I tell you guys about the Australian people? Now, don't tell my wife this, but, you know. Oh, my God. Don't tell my wife this, but back in the day, I had a thing. I always thought I would get married to an Australian woman. However, I found the love of my life. Come on in, love of my life. And I gotta say, she's 10 times better. Sorry, Australian women out there, but the obsession with Australia, it's happened a long time. And I get to go out there and meet Dota fans at the Invictus tournament. Dota Australian fans are out of their freaking minds. I've met them all over the world, and every single time, they might be different people, but they are very, very much the same. They're crazy. They're passionate. They love dotes, and they love yelling and doing shoeies. So I cannot wait to see an arena packed full of just insane Australian Dota fans. I can't wait to see Australian Dota players. Oh, some of them are the best in the world. You got Kai P, you got Anna, you got Dota personalities from Australia, gods. You got only the best coming out from this place, and I can't wait to go see it. So, I mean, is there a reason for this blog post? Not really. I'm just excited to go to freaking Australia. I've always wanted to see a kangaroo and a koala, and my whole life has been living up to this moment. And I cannot wait to finally achieve that goal. So, anyway, hope you guys watch this Dota tournament that I'm going to. I'm actually staying an extra week with my wife to finally take our honeymoon. We got married last year, and I begged her to wait until I could finally get a chance for us to go to Australia together. And it's happening. I'm going to be out there from the 4th till the 16th, just soaking up everything I can. I want it all, baby. Australia pride. Get out there. Go and live your Australian lives, because I'm about to join you, baby, for the first time. Good day, mates. It's going to be a bloomin' good experience. Outback didn't teach me a lot, but it's going to be a good time. See you soon, Australia. I can't wait. Bye.